Hey everyone, it's Justin. Thank you for watching and or listening to the podcast, and welcome to my house. It is time for another ServiceNow Store highlights episode. That's SSH version 2025-0224. So February 24th, we have 22 new or updated applications. A great relief from last week's 1,016 new or updated applications coming from the Yokohama Store Release 1. The breakdown this week is we have 2 compatibility updates, 3 fixes, 1 ghost application, 2 highlights, 8 minor updates, 4 new releases, and 2 release notes fails. Let's not waste any time. We'll jump right in, take a look at those compatibility updates. They were Checkpoint Software Technologies Inc. and Alert Enterprise Inc. Had compatibility to Xanadu or Yokohama. I can't remember which, but they were making their apps compatible. The fixes for this week were Collaboration Calendar, Dex Application and Device Health, and Juniper Mist Automated Provisioning. Coming in with just 3 fixes. We did have 1 ghost application, SAP integration for Finance Reconciliation Hub. I just clicked the link and it's still not in the store, so that is our one and only ghost application or removed application from the ServiceNow Store. We have 8 minor updates: Absolute Connector, CyberArk EPM plugin manual request, IronStream IBM iDiscovery, IronStream Mainframe Discovery, ITSM connector for SAP, Microsoft Teams Communication Spoke, SysDig Container Vulnerability Response, and Zafran Threat Exposure Management Platform, all with just minor updates. And unfortunately, we did have 2 release notes fails: LogMeIn Resolve and Service Channel Facilities Management. If you haven't seen or heard the show before, a release notes fail is that there's no release notes for me to tell you what was updated or what changed with those particular applications. And now for the good stuff. We have 4 new releases this week. The first up is going to be Armor Code Connect for Container Vulnerability Response. Reduced risk with AI-powered ASPM. Key features: ServiceNow app for integration with Armor Code AI-powered ASPM platform. This app enabled sending findings from Armor Code to ServiceNow Container Vulnerability Response module to create container vulnerable items, or CVITs, for tracking and remediation efforts. It includes comprehensive vulnerability integration, streamlined vulnerable item management, enhanced tracking and visibility, powerful prioritization and assignment, seamless automation, and wide compatibility. And that is the new app from the team at Armor Code Inc. Our second new app, also from Armor Code, is Armor Code Connect for ServiceNow Vulnerability Response and Application Vulnerability Response. Reduce risk with AI-powered ASPM. Key features for this one: going to look very similar to the one we just listened to or read. ServiceNow app for integration with Armor Code AI-powered ASPM platform. This app enables sending findings from Armor Code to ServiceNow Vulnerability Response and Application Vulnerability Response modules to create vulnerable items, or VITs, and Application Vulnerable Items, AVITs, for tracking remediation efforts. This includes comprehensive vulnerability integration, streamlined vulnerable item management, enhanced tracking and visibility, powerful prioritization and assignment, seamless automation, and wide compatibility. And that's the second new app for the team at Armor Code. Our third new app is CGI Now Migration. Now Migration service is designed to expedite data migration from other ITSM systems to ServiceNow, featuring pre-built connectors, transformation mappings, and automated validations. Achieve immediate benefits from your ITSM modernization by significantly reducing the time required for the migration process. Let's scroll down to the key features here. On the functional side, bundled migration of all related data to a specific customer. Flat file-based data import allows business stakeholders/administrators to trigger migration through requests. Technical features: a configurable integration or integrations with source ITSM system, built-in transformational logic, convert source to target data structure, and automated data validations. I'll just point out at the top here, like I did in the last episode, this is not really an app. This is a learn more button, probably so you can get contacted by the team who made this at CGI Information Systems and Management Consultants PVT Ltd. All right, our fourth new app is going to be Tenon Marketing Automate Text Spoke. Optimize your SMS marketing campaigns to maximize deliverability and engage your audience. Key features: a spoke for everything needed to automate message sending. There are some screenshots on this one. Let's take a look. Looks like some marketing stuff, but we've got marketing fully connected with some iconography and something about your brand. Then we have a settings view showing some general options like colors and transparency, stuff like that. Next screenshot is showing contacts in a list, and they're showing 9 people on the right hand side. That's demo data. I've recognized a few of those names, and on the left hand side is some filters or filter groups. And then we're back to the original marketing or screenshot-ish thing. And that's what's new from the team at Tenon Software Inc. All right, that wrapped up our new releases. We do have 2 whole highlights in this episode. First up on the list is going to be ShipEase Core. This app was updated to version 1.7.0, and in this version, they've introduced a shipment management workspace, introduced a Next Experience workspace for shipment management to create a seamless experience for agents to perform their activities without having to switch to Core UI. ShipEase has been translated into Spanish, French, and Dutch languages in this release, with more to come in Q2. Country Code Format property introduced a new system property that allows customers to specify if their environment uses 2 or 3 character country codes, no longer requiring data transformation during initial setup. Certificate of Origin availability. While ShipEase submits the necessary customs documentation to carriers, we now present the Certificate of Origin for your international shipments on the shipment records attachments. Nickname uniqueness. Implemented uniqueness on the carrier account nickname field to prevent conflicts identified in the UPS carrier connection process. And there were a couple bug fixes in this release from the team at ShipEase. From the team at InSource Inc. Our last and second highlight is going to be Vivid Charts. It was updated to version 1.10.0, and they called this a minor release, but wait till you see what we go through in reviewing this. Platform enhancements, big rocks, new chart type, strategic Gantt, chart library enhancements with best practices and data visualization, Vivid Charts report list custom component for workspaces. In the chart library enhancements, all score charts, count is set as the default aggregate type, the title of the chart is centered and above the value by default. Score, calculated score, and percentage score charts. There is now an inline style capability. This allows for the addition of a label for the score's value that is independent of the title. Then the inline style allows for the label to be placed before or after the value. Score, calculated score, percentage score, and trend score charts. Conditional styling that is based on the threshold setting can now be applied to the value or the container background of the chart. Let's scroll up here because we've got a lot more to go. Arc score and progress score charts can now format the score as a percentage. The threshold value is added to the chart, and ability to add a color for over threshold segments. Nested score lists, improved sort capabilities on nested score list, also on trend table, added column formatting to nested score lists, and added column width settings for nested score lists. We'll scroll a little bit more here. Axis styling. Independently turn on off the x-axis or y-axis line. Independently turn on off the x or y data values. Add a custom label margin to your x or y axis depending on orientation of chart. And override the axis label with your own custom label on x or y axis. And for general chart library updates, horizontal and vertical bar charts will now support and visualize negative values, added the contains operator from conditional styling options, removed excessive animations triggered in the viewer. The triggers removed included when putting the viewer into full screen mode and running and or removing filters from a report. Better error handling for when exports crash resulting from invalid HTML. Removed SVG elements from chart when the chart is showing an error. Better error checking when dragging charts around canvas with the editor. Removed condition builder from data tab for charts created using a report source as a data source. Pie and donut charts start drawing at 0 degrees instead of 180 degrees. Option to use a single color or palette for chart colors was added to some chart types, and the limit of 5 charts being used to generate a combo chart was removed. Under additional platform enhancements, condition builder was removed from chart options when the data source chosen was report source. And there are a whole list of fixes in this minor release from the team at Vivid Charts LLC. And everyone, that wraps up our episode. Let's just take one more recap at what you just saw or heard. That's 4 new releases, 2 highlights, 2 compatibility updates, 8 minor updates, 1 ghost application, 3 fixes, and 2 release notes fails. I hope you found this video or podcast helpful. If you did, please like, please subscribe, or share it with somebody who you think might be interested in what was new, what was updated, or what was removed from the ServiceNow Store. And until next time, don't forget to always be learning.